My name is Jake Boston-Kemper, Director of Agronomy Research here at Liqui-Grow.
Hi, I'm Ella Garrett, an intern here at Liqui-Grow. Jake, we were in the fields the last time we talked, finishing up our research plots. Now we're at a professional scientific meeting, the North Central Soil Fertility meetings, and what can we tell the farmers?
Well, Ella, have you learned anything?
I've absolutely learned a ton.
Well, that's fantastic. Okay, so, we've learned a lot over the last couple days, but there's really a couple key takeaways, that I think a farmer would want to know about, okay? Number one, there was a big presentation of lots of different university studies looking at many different bacterial inoculants that are supposed to provide N for the corn crop, okay? And in general, the conclusion of this big body of research from the university suggested that, regardless of the company, generally speaking, these products are not providing a lot of N to the crop, okay? So there really isn't a lot of evidence that a farmer could reduce his N rate if he's using one of these biological N fixers, nor was there really an economic yield increase to using those types of products. So that's one of the key takeaways that I took from this meeting. Another very key takeaway that I've taken from the meeting is about sulfur, right? So I talk a lot about sulfur. And one of the reasons I talk so much about sulfur is we see big time corn yield increases from using sulfur and some soybean yield increases too. So the universities are really dialing in their research, looking at different sources of sulfur and rates and so on and so forth. And one thing that was very apparent, we talked about this, in both wheat and corn, elemental sulfur was not maximizing neither wheat nor corn yield relative to things like ammonium sulfate or ATS, okay? And they even provided some information on why that is. And so what they found is that elemental sulfur oxidizes or becomes available so slowly, it just doesn't meet the demands of the crop, okay? Secondly, they answered the question, if you're applying elemental sulfur for a couple, 2-3 years consecutively, yes, it's slow release, but can you build it up in the soil and then meet crop demand? And is it better than AMS or ATS? And the answer was, again, no. So even if you looked, at applying elemental sulfur for multiple years in a row, the AMS and ATS still were better sources of sulfur. So I've talked about this on this YouTube channel before, and I'm just telling you what I've seen previously, and I'm telling you what I've seen again, okay? Lastly, I'll mention that there's been lots of talks about biological products, best practices, excluding the nitrogen fixing biological products, because there's lots of different biological products that can do lots of potential things for plants. There's just a lot of best practices, and I think the message for me is the farmer needs a good local source of information to help them sort out all this noise. And because you're doing it, we're testing a lot of these biological products, and we're doing it on behalf of our customer. We want to find products, if they're out there, that are important to ROI for the customer. So helping farmers wade through all this biological mess at the moment. Well, Ella, I think that about wraps it up. Did I miss any important points?
No, Jake, I think you covered it all, and not only am I saying that because you're my boss.
Well, you better be saying it, otherwise you're not going to get a paycheck next time.
Oh, shoot.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Stay in the know with Liqui-Grow.